Hi, I'm Cosmic Scowl, the developer behind the PSBBN Definitive English patch. It's been over a month since my last video and a lot of progress has been made in that time. In this video I'm going to run through everything that's new. Previously, a lot of people were having problems launching games with OPL. This issue mostly affected users with the Bitfunk SATA mod. OPL has now received an update that's improved compatibility with various SATA adapters. If OPL wasn't working for you before and you prefer it over Neutrino, rerun the game installer script and select OPL as your game launcher. You should find that it now works. Guess RetroHack, the creator of the IDE Resurrector mod for the PS2 Slim 70000 series consoles, has confirmed that it is compatible with PSBBN. All that's required is a few IRX files copied to your memory card. I added a game manual for PS1 games that can be accessed from the game channel. The manual lists all the hotkeys you can use when playing PS1 games, including how to quit a game and how to perform a software reset, as well as how to enable texture filtering and scanlines. The texture filtering and scanlines effect can be a bit hit or miss depending on the game, but you can give it a try. The manual also lists hotkeys used to swap discs. Multi-disc games do require additional setup for this feature to work, but I'm thinking about automating that in a future update. In other news, BBN Launcher has been updated to version 2.0. This update includes the following. The BBNL executable has moved to the APA header of the launcher partitions to speed up initialization. Support for PS2's APA partitions has been dropped. Neutrino, NHDDL, OPL, PopStarter, and all the configuration files are now loaded from the exFAT partition. The dependency on renamed PopStarter ELF files to launch PS1 games has been removed. PopStarter is now launched directly with a boot argument. All this has allowed the game installer code to be better optimized and speed up the time it takes to launch games. NHDDL has been updated, and with the changes to BBNL, it means boot arguments can be passed directly to NHDDL. This allows NHDDL to launch in ATA mode, improving the startup time and suppressing error messages. Great news for everybody using Neutrino as their game launcher. Neutrino has also been updated to version 1.6.1. While I'm on the subject of game launchers, the game installer now retrieves cover art for PS2 games from the OPL Manager art database. Artwork is now displayed in both OPL and NHDDL. That brings me to the major new feature of BBNL 2.0. It now supports loading any Homebrew app. The ability to easily install and launch Homebrew from PSBBN has been a much requested feature, and it's finally here. In addition to PS2 games and PS1 games, the game installer now supports Homebrew apps. To install Homebrew apps, all you need to do is put your ELF files in this apps folder here. I've already got a load of files prepared, so if you just drag and drop your ELF files over here, and then we can just go back and run the game installer script. The script takes the file names of your ELF files, does some clever string manipulation, and turns them into nicely formatted and readable titles to be displayed in the game channel. As with games, apps are also matched with artwork downloaded from the PSBBN art database. If artwork isn't available for an app you installed, it will be automatically reported. The art database is open for user submissions. Details can be found on the PSBBN art database GitHub page. You'll also find a link in the description. Back on the PS2, if you scroll through all the games, the first app will be your chosen game launcher. In the case of Neutrino, it will be NHDDL. It will be followed by all the other apps in alphabetical order. Homebrew really opens up the possibilities for PSBBN, from emulators to apps and indie games. And you may be wondering, can it run Doom? Of course it can. Apps also support RetroGem Game ID. For apps that have file dependencies like Doom, XEB+, 3D Pinball, and RetroArch, the additional files should be placed on a USB drive in the Apps folder. The addition of Homebrew also allows you to have a much more customised PSBBN experience. I've received requests for features such as a shutdown option, for example. Now you can easily add one yourself by installing the Power Off elf. Any app can be added as a shortcut to the navigator menu. Shortcuts can be easily added and removed. You can have up to 4 shortcuts at a time. If you launch OPL, apps are also displayed in the Apps tab along with their artwork. Just turn on Apps and Art in the OPL settings. Finally, I would like to thank my subscribers and everyone who has watched, liked, commented and supported this project over the past 3 months. With your support, I've been made a YouTube partner, and that's something I never thought would happen. I would also like to thank everybody who has supported me on Ko-fi. Not only have you helped fund the web service necessary for the PSBBN art database, you have also helped to buy a second PS2 console and network adapter for development purposes. My RetroGem modded console was starting to get a little temperamental after removing and inserting the network adapter and SSD countless times while working on this project. I wanted to spare it from any more suffering. If you appreciate the work and countless hours I'm putting into developing the PSBBN Definitive English patch and would like to support its continued development, you can contribute to my Ko-fi. A link will be in the description and pinned comment. If you have access to a 3D printer and would like to help this project by printing Jeff Jen's Easy HDD for me, then please get in touch. It allows the easy insertion and removal of SSDs and prevents that wear and tear. Well, I think that just about covers it. I still have more plans for future PSBBN updates. If you want to keep up to date with the latest developments, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky or Ko-fi. As always, all links will be in the description. But for now, this is Cosmic Scale signing out.